Greetings, everybody. Amar here, and today I'm just going to make some recommendations based on what I'm seeing. I did make a new TFR. I made it late, but I'll just do another one on Monday. I was 2 weeks behind. The 5 came down from the top number, but the 7 is still a loser, which is really annoying because my whole system right now is predicated on the 7. So I just want to do a little review of the 7 and show what I'm seeing now. So the last time I made a video, I was looking at the 7 over here. This was 5 cold periods. It came in reverse at 6 games. It had symmetry at 5 games. And I was looking for a hot skip after here. Right? I don't have a red marker here. I don't know why. But anyway, so I was hoping to get more than 3 hits. I was hoping for a 6, then a 5, and then maybe another 6, and then another 6. So I was hoping for a flag formation coming in reverse here, but it didn't happen. All I got is 3 lousy hits. Okay, the number here I had was looks like 706, and what did we get? Did we get any? We had a 716 over here, so that was a couple days later. But the 7 never came here. Oh, no, wait, here, no, that's over here. Right, this was 706, so the 716 was over here, but then you didn't get anything over here. I was looking for 760 down here. Okay, where are we? So the 7 went cold again. All right, now after this little streak here of 3 hits, I'm going to reset the cold period count, okay, to 1. So here's now 1 dormant period. Okay, and now we're in 2 dormant periods. Now I don't like to play dormant periods because they can be exhaustions, and I like 5 cold periods. So just this is 1. This blue is 1 here. This blue with white is 5. So this is 1 and this is 5. So here you had 5 cold periods. You had 3 hits. 5 cold periods, no hits. 5 cold periods, no hits. 5 cold periods, 1, 2, 3 hits. And here 5 cold periods, 1, 2, 3. So right now I'm looking at the 6 in the first position. So my system is predicated with straight with 7 in the first position. So um, I was looking at the sum chart. Okay, I always look at the sum charts to figure out where I'm going to do my combinations. So here, sum 15 is showing a 2, 3, 3. So I have the sum 15 here. Sum 14 is a 4, 4 symmetry. So I don't have it marked here. But I actually like looking at the all sums because I don't like to get snuck up on by sums that are on the edges of the bell curve. So if I go to my all sums here, okay, here I have the 15 marked here, and I also have the here's the 14, sum 14. Here's the sum dish 14. So here's the 4, 4 symmetry. So I have the red box marked. Here I have 2, 3, 3 symmetry. I have the red box here for sum 15. And this one over here I like, the sum 20, 47. I like to pick the long sums, or rather the sums outside of the core, based on sidereal timing, right? So being 12, 24, 36, 48. So as this approaches 48, I'm liking this 20. So I made another trailing chart, which was a new chart using filters. It's kind of like a calendar chart. I'm going to see if I share that chart because that one is very unique, and basically it's up to interpretation for individual people. So I went into sum 20, I did the filter, and I came up with 2 numbers with the 7. The 794 and the 758. So if I go back to the dish here, here's the 7 in the first position, 14. Here's the 9, 475. So there's some symmetry there. You know, Scotty would say it's a phase, 474 phase, 475 phase, whatever. I just like to call it symmetry. It's simple. It's a bottom. 4, 5 is a bottom, technically, but it's symmetry. So and also, I printed out a dish, a non-highly formatted dish. This is very very formatted very highly, and it's a lot of ink when I print it out. So I don't really like to print these too much because the ink is very expensive. Although I'm gonna have to because you gotta, you gotta double down and have a good dish chart. And I like these because I can see the patterns. So 794. So 7, here's a long shot. Here's a 9. and the 4 over here is where? 4 is here. 2 cold periods, 1702. So I kind of like that, and so I have the 7 in the front. But the quandary is I have this 5 here, not this 5, I'm sorry. I have this 6 that came in at 513. So I'm looking for more hits here. So you had 3 hits here after 5 cold periods, in contrast to the 7, which only had 3 hits after 5 cold periods. 5 cold periods is kind of like a sweet spot, but many times the number won't have any cold periods. Like here, the 6, so in the third position, only had 1 cold period before it had all these hits. So it's a guide as far as how you're going to look at when a number is going to get hot. And this is just based on a lot of observations. 5 cold periods is usually a nice hot spot, okay? But hopefully you want the streak to continue. So here you have 5, 1. So 3 is symmetrical technically to 1 on the upside. 3 is symmetrical to 5 on the downside. So as long as 3 remains down from 5, you get some sort of momentum going down for the downstroke. Okay, once you start going into the upstroke, it gets into dangerous territory because you start cascading out, right? Out and upwards. Okay, you want to cascade down and in towards 0. So I was looking at the other sums that I liked according to the all sums dish, right? So 14 and 15. And the easiest way to do it was I just looked at combinations that are 14 and 15. So I'm going to look at this other sums over here where, okay, so if I highlight this 14 here, you can see you have a 716. So that solves the problem with not having the 7 in the first position and having that 6 possibly in the first position. So I have the 7, I like the 6 in the front, even though I would only play a box because I'd rather focus on straights with the 7 and just take the small, try to accumulate small amounts of money in the amounts of $40 boxes, as opposed to keep on searching for, different straights with different first numbers, like a straight with a 2 in the first or a 3 in the front. You got to go on what you feel. You're going to feel something different every time. So another thing I just want to mention is that I was also, the last video, I was talking about the sum 13. Okay, the sum 13 had come in also over here after 5 cold periods. So I thought the streak would be longer, right? So here I was looking for a hot skip, didn't get it. So then I got the 7 here. Well, the 7 came, which was symmetrical here to the 8 on the downside, and then the last one was symmetrical here. It was 7, 9. So you actually had it cascaded in here, or a reverse cascade, 21, 8, 0, and then it cascaded out, which is a cascade. 2, 4, 7, 9, and now it's a long skip. So I was hoping for a hot skip after the skip 9. I didn't get it, and you didn't get the bottom here. So I got disappointed by that. So I had to dump the sum 13. Now the sum 13 is also approaching, well, it passed sidereal. So I had the red mark here. I thought it was going to come back. It didn't come back. So now I'm going back to the simple symmetry of the 2, 3, 3. So as you can see, the 15 is expressing, and so is the 14. So that's where I got these other combinations. So over here, sum 14, 6, 7, 1. Okay, 6 is in the first position. I still have the 7, and that allows me to filter. It's like it's a mental filter basically. All right, because since the 6 is in the first position, you could technically play any number with the 6, right? Any of the sums with sum 14 with the 6. But since I'm trying to focus still with the 7, because you never know, you could still have the 7 come in as a long shot here. 14 is down from the 20. Okay, so that's a good position. All right, anytime the skips are going down, it's preferable than the skips going up, because the skips can go up towards infinity, right? That's just common sense, right? Generally they can max out. Generally they max out around 100, but just as they go up, you don't know how high it can go up. But when it goes down, there's only one way down. All right, and that's 0. So here is 6, 7, 1, and then if I do the sum 15, 6, 7, 2, and then the sum 17, 6, 7, 4. I'm not sure why I did sum 17. Where's sum 17? A repeat sum? Is that why I did the sum 17? I'm not sure. Sum 17. Alright, well, I guess I threw it in there. Okay, but I don't see any pattern except for a hot skip pattern on the previous sum that hit. And oh, and this is the doubles. Okay, so over here I made a mark. I was looking for a double, and it came at double 3. So 4 5. I was actually here. I was looking for a sum 12. I think I was looking for 616 on that combination, but you got the 1 3 3. So you didn't have any sevens, any sixes here. But this is another dish. You can see the reverse flag, the 4 5. These are sidereal. Skip 2. I mean double 2s, and this is sidereal also, double 4s. This one is approaching sidereal at 8 8. But the other flags that are showing on the dish are the repeater positions. Position 3 have been repeating. Okay, 6 4 0 2 4 2. Pink is the flag again. So here's a flag. Here's a flag that's starting. This was 8, and then it repeated. Now it's at skip 9, so it's upstroke. It's cascading out. Here's another flag over here with doubles. This is why I had picked the double here. I was looking for a flag to come in, especially after one dormant period. And over here, I had given a combination to one of my benefactors to play when this was over here because this was a flag. I was looking for the flag in third position to repeat, to happen again rather, at a 4-4 symmetry, especially after a long skip of 38. It looked very well. And I think the number was 071. Right? I was looking for a sum 8. And oh yeah, that's what it was. So I was looking for the 8-8 symmetry here. 8 and then 8, but I didn't get it. I got the 7 in the third position, but I didn't get the 0-1. So it was a good effort, and thank you, Papa Bear, for playing that line for me. Anyway, so the 0 would have been here, the 1 would have been here, the 1 would have been here, the 0 would have been here. So it looked decent, but I didn't get it. It came instead, what did it come as? 697. And 697 is, what sum is that? Oh boy. Can't do math fast in my head. I gotta use my fingers, and I don't want to do that anyway. So you got the 697. So now I'm looking for 794, 674. And interesting about the 674 is that 4 is a mirror of the 9. Alright? So that's always good. So it's like all these little pieces coming together. I should have the sum list in front of me so I can know exactly what sum that was. What am I saying? I don't need to do the math. The math is right here. There. So sum of these these cells here, 697. Sum is 22. Okay, and if I look at the all sums, 22 is out in no man's land. Skip 67. The only way you could predict this is if you had a 4B. And I don't know if I have a 4B. I probably have one. It's probably just like in a pile of 1,000 charts. But there was nothing that showed here that this would have happened, right? This was like out of the blue, so I couldn't predict that. I was predicting the 8-8 symmetry. So I guess that's about it. So these are the numbers I'm looking for today, and we gotta wait for the 7 to come in the first position. The TFR still has 7 as the worst number in the last 10 consecutive 10-week periods. So that's not very good if that's going to be your system. Or, you'd have to change the system. So I'm trying not to change the system by playing just boxes with the 7 and then finding the leading number. Right now it appears to be the 6. The other number that's kind of leading here is the 3. Okay, yeah, I was putting the flags as white on the ends. So let me get rid of that. Just putting the flag as purple in the middle, just for contrast. Flags on the end. The first position and third position is white. So let's see how those numbers do. 4 numbers. Let me see, do I have any other numbers here? Oh, one other number for the sum 20. 758. That was the other one that looked interesting. So that's about it. If you like this info, give me a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Good luck, everybody. Happy number hunting.